I have always been fascinated by exhibitions and shows which are out of the ordinary. In January 2023, I visited the Horse Hospital in London to immerse myself in an exhibition called The Drôle. The exhibition space had a wonderful exhibition of costumes, memorabilia, photographs and short films concerning a love of entertainment clowns. We either love or hate clowns. What is it about clowns we fear? Can you remember the serial killer John Wayne Gacy, aka Pogo the Clown, who raped and murdered at least 33 people? The world of the clown has not been the same since. John Wayne Gacy was inspired by Stephen King's monster clown Pennywise from the film It. In the film world, the most frightening of clowns for me is Eli Roth's 2015 movie, The Clown. Although the clowns were inspired by ancient characters, particularly those of the Comedia dell'arte of 1528, the clown proper is a relatively recent creation. It appeared for the first time in England in the 18th century in equestrian circuses. The directors of these establishments hired farm boys who did not know how to ride horses. They put on grotesque costumes and asked them to make appearances between the real riders who, themselves, had beautiful clothes. Since they looked very clumsy and a little stupid, it caused a lot of laughter. The best known of these clowns was Jean-Baptiste Auriol, 1806 to 1881, also called the Birdman. He improved the early exercises by being nimble and funny. The clowns appeared after the numbers were presented, making fun of them. This is called retakes. As for the clown numbers, which are longer and created by them, they are called entrances. In today's circuses, we always find these two types of intervention by clowns. Until 1860, only theatre actors had the right to speak. Then, the dialogue was also allowed in the circus ring. From that moment, the talking clowns appear. They are less acrobatic, more and more distinguished, adopting clothes with noble and shiny fabrics, heavier and heavier, and above all, they become less funny. The talking clown then teams up with Auguste, who will then be the comic character par excellence, the clown serving as a stooge. This is the configuration we know today. Among the creators of the clown and Auguste genre, I shall mention Foutit and Chocolat, as well as Antoinette and Bebe. Clowns practice many disciplines. Of course, they all have their specialities, but often they make music, sometimes with original instruments, bells, musical saws, bottles, pots, trumpets with horns, etc. You may also see clowns performing acrobatics, stunts, magic and, in general, having a great time. It should be noted that the clowns work a lot on the different techniques. For example, the stunts must be carefully practiced. A clown does not throw himself on the floor anyhow, he would surely be hurt. On the other hand, when a clown deliberately does an exercise poorly on the circuit to make it funny, it means that he masters it very well in rehearsal. Everyone can identify with one or other of the characters because the relationship between the clown and Auguste often recalls, in a somewhat caricatural way, that of the parent and the child, the teacher and the student, boss and employee. There are many types of clowns. The white clown is many people's favorite. The clown would dress up in a costume called the bag, which is very elaborate, with embroidery, sequins and rhinestones. Often wearing white stockings, gloves and a cone hat which is elegant, dignified and serious. The Auguste, who brings and installs the artist's material, the clown who appears to have drunk too much, stumbling and provoking the laughter of the public. This sort of clown wears a costume that is too big if he is short or too small if he is tall. Auguste emphasizes his peculiarities, even his faults, which then become qualities. His feet are very large, and he is clumsy, naive, and sometimes a little impertinent but never vulgar. Even if he shows goodwill, his nonsense disturbs the show but makes young and old laugh. The counter clown, or, as you may see him, her, the blundering clown who understands nothing, forgets everything and whose initiatives end in disaster. His costume and makeup are those of an Auguste. With this newfound knowledge, you can now recognize the clowns at parties and the circus.